Hey folks, I'm going to do a quick run through on the Tribu AI classifier. It really targets the triage process for your help desk or MSP. In this example, I'm going to have a look at we've just got a basic classifier AI model that we've created off a small number of records, but it's enough to walk through what you can potentially do with this. So let's get started on it. Firstly, the classifier and the way that it works. I've got one that I've pre-trained before. So this comes from a small set of tickets, and the way it works is it goes through your ticket history. In this case here, I've passed in about 3,500 tickets that have previously been classified with the group that it's part of. So in Autotask, that would be the queue. If you're on ConnectWise, that might be the board that it belongs on. And for some of the other PSAs, say Halo, for example, that would be a team, and everybody uses slightly different terminology. But in this one here, I've connected it to Autotask, so I'll be using the concept around a queue. So in this case here, I've got the queue, the issue type, and the subtype have all been classified for these 3,500 tickets. So previously, text, as it's been coming in, the triage process, they've been labeling it, they've been moving it to the correct queue so that the right team members can deal with it. Taken those records and we've trained up this classifier specific to that data set. Now across that you can see these training records. We've got the different queue names that we've got in this mix. And that gives us some sort of distribution across it. What I'm going to do now is we're going to go ahead and send in a super high quality email as a support user. So this one here, this really does look like a very legitimate email, but you know what, I'm just going to send it off to my support team just to get confirmation that it's okay. I'm going to hit send. So that's going through to the help desks. It's going to get processed and put into Autotask as a new ticket. From there, Tribu will pick that up. It'll process it based on the message and the message content, and then from there it'll classify it and set the issue type, the subtype, and it'll even move it to the correct board, or in this case a queue. So in this case here, it should go through to the security team, and if we come into here, we'll have a look at Autotask itself. Alright, so if we have a look at this ticket that's come in now, and we can see that it's immediately updated with the security and the spam type for review by the security team. So these things have automatically updated after it's passed through to Tribu to classify it based on the content that's in there. So this is now with the security team. It didn't need to go through that sort of initial review with the triage team. It's just gone straight to the correct team. The security team can review it, see if it does need to be added to any sort of blacklists or whatever the case may be, and we can go from there. So that's just a simple sort of example of how the classifier would work and how you can speed up that triage process. Of course, this is just one example that is specific around security or these sort of spam emails. It can come across on anything else that you have common requests on that you already classify in one way or another, and it can move between teams, it can move into these different sorts of categories or classifications, and based on that I can trigger other workflows to happen, and goes from there. If you've got any questions, if you would like to put some input into this, by all means reach out. We're happy to take that feedback as we continue to build out the things that this will predict in that triage process.